Hey guys, Enigmatic Mr. L here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Death Road to Canada. Now that we've let's go back to game modes, we've tried a run of Familiar Characters mode, Rare, Short Trip, Long Wine Road, and Four Jerks mode. This episode is more just like a bonus video. We're just going to talk about some of the stuff that didn't get covered in the main LP. We're not going to go over every single Rare event, because there are a lot of them, and some I haven't seen yet. But starting out, let's just go to custom characters. Yeah, we'll just make a random person for this. I'm going to talk about some of the perks and traits that we didn't really see firsthand in the Let's Play, nor did really talk about. So let's go into perks first. Starting with Mechanic. They gain 2 points in Mechanical as you expect, and also 2 points in Fitness, start with a wrench. Generally, I just think Car Nut is a better perk. They have 3 points in Mechanical, and you get a nicer car when you had to join your team. This is more like a hybrid class, a little bit of mechanical, a little bit of fitness, and a better weapon. Next we have Surgeon. Again, it's another hybrid class. I start with a scalpel, not really that great of a weapon, honestly, but you gain 2 points in medical and 2 in shooting. So it has its uses. Okay, let's see. They're covered ultra fit, friend of dog, ex-wrestler. So 2 in fitness, 1 strength. Generally nice. But a large penalty maximum shooting skill. You can pick up down zombies and then throw or slam them. Could be fun to experiment with. Let's see. A trademark weapon. So start with a special weapon. It's tied to them. They can't take it off. Give it to another character. And once it's fully upgraded, this perk, it's always going to be a sturdy machete. Which is, a pretty nice weapon. It's fairly lightweight while still being decently powerful. But for your entire class, your thing is you have one unique weapon, which you'll get better weapons as it goes on. It's situational. Let's see. Pragmatic. Arrows. Bow and arrows. Yeah, you start with an arrow. 2 points in strength. Start with an arrow. That's 30 bows, you get 10 bows between missions. Just like trademark weapon, it's locked to that character. Same thing with like a Pyromaniac. I talked about it briefly with Pyra. She got her own blowtorch. It was locked to her. And we have Fierce Hitter. That's what made Ness, Porter, Jack of all trades. I think that's everything. So we're going to traits. Basically, I refer to them as like perks is like your class, trait is like your personality. So, irritating. So you notice a lot during the LP, Mr. L had the opportunity to tell characters to cool it. This, you get that irritating personality, but you have more than 1 hit point if you wanted to mess around with that. Generally speaking, 99 times out of 100, this doesn't go well. At best, it'll be neutral. At worst, you take damage or something. But as I mentioned, I think I showed it off once in the LP. If you once use it 3 times, the next one becomes a supercharged coolant, and you pretty much always have guaranteed good results from that. There are exceptions, like sometimes you won't get a charged cooler, even if you do, it doesn't. You get the regular cool effect, but it can be fun to play around with. Bandits always have super low loyalty, so you'll pretty much, when you have this character, they always have the option to steal in trader camps. Kind of like the Berserk character, but unlike Berserk, they don't die in 1 hit, so you can take a bit more risk with that. It also means like if you pair this with someone like Berserk and you pull off a successful robbery bandit, both of your morale will go up. Mysterious Past. Just 3 points at random, kind of like the see later here, Unpredictable, which is just completely random. Just is three random extreme personality, 3 points fight skills at random. Let's see. Fierce Tempered, I almost consider giving this to Ness to like match his Fierce Hitter, because it also has a 5% chance to instantly kill zombies melee, just like a crit, basically. It just didn't seem to fit his personality. But an extra point of strength. This character also can say a cool it or sometimes things like that. Generally, they just have a low composure, for better or for worse. Let's see. Sand Sleeper. This one's pretty good. I've never really experimented with it just because I don't know really what to pair it with, but never getting the tired status. That can be very helpful in a lot of situations, like when you're in this smell zone, you either have to take a morale penalty or be tired. This one, you can just drive off and you never get tired. So that's nice. Gourmand, you eat a bit more food, but eating a full meal always restores the point of morale's character and extra bit of full health. Let's see. Time Eater, only 1 point food instead of 2, but 2-point penalty and maximum fitness and strength. I guess it's only to maximum. A lot of times, if you get good enough, it's fine. So, it could be good. Anime Fan is really fun. You see here, you get your signature weapon, Strong Katana. If you get this character to full morale, they transform into Anime Girl, which we'll talk a bit more later, for better or for worse. It's a grappler, kind of like a ex-wrestler. You can pick up down zombies. Dingus Savant, -2 penalty to maximum morale. Take one less hit, but you gain 1 point bonus to the maximum for support skills and shooting. Let's see. I believe that's everything. And yeah, we'll just save this joke character we created. Why not? Alright, so that's all the perks and traits that we didn't talk about during the main LP. Next thing I want to do, we're going to new game. We're not actually going to start a full campaign, so we'll start with Mr. L, our signature avatar here, and his buddy will be that character we just created. I already forgot what we gave her. I randomly chose Top Seller and Invented. So we're going to go into game mode, switch to the right twice. We have Overpowered Party mode, Special Start lets pick any special characters you want, other goodies, fight triple the default zombie camp, mount, Bance, and Mercrol. Wins here don't count towards streaks. There are a few achievements you can get for like winning, say, like 5 games in a row. This won't count for it. So we're going to do that. We're not actually going to start a full run to Canada. But you see here, we start out and we have a lot of special characters we can choose from. You can recruit up to 4, but as you can probably tell, if you recruit more than 2, one of these 2 regular characters has to leave. I'm not going to discuss every single unique special character, in part because some of them I don't even know all the ins and outs, but I wanted to cover a few highlights. So starting with this mask figure, question mark, question mark, question mark. I believe his name can also be Mason, parody of Jason from Friday the 13th. So Mason, he starts with max strength and fitness, really nice. He only has 2 weapon slots, and both the items are locked to him, so he can't have anything else. But he has a more powerful version of a sturdy machete, and a more gas-efficient chainsaw. Really great. Also, if he dies in the middle of like a skirmish or something, or like a looting event, as long as you have someone else in the party, he'll just come back. I think that's reference to how things work like in his movies, but I haven't seen them. Big downside of Mason is just that every now and then, while he's in the party, other party members will just mysteriously vanish, and Mason will gain morale. So I think he's really good. And if you're doing like a challenge run or something, like where you want to win like 5 games in a row or something, he's really good there. He's available. You can recruit him just automatically to start during like the Halloween special event from like during like the week of Halloween. Like when Halloween's like 1 week away, all that time leading up to it. But he's killing off party members randomly. Not the most fun, honestly. Good, but I like to have just my very unique, quirky characters. Next we have Lonk. His name can change a little bit. Oftentimes it's like L with an asterisk and then NK. I'll just call him not Link. Pretty clear who's a parody of. He starts with a special sword. You have him long enough, he gains like a boomerang as well. Pretty fun. Let's see, we got a doc here. She has a special laser. She has 50 uses, and it recharges fully between missions. She also has a teleporter, but you can just get her out of the jam if you're like completely backed in. Kind of nice there. The Valkyrie. She has like a magical Thor-like hammer. She throws it and just comes right back to her. Pretty fun. Let's see. Alvis kind of already covered. L. Satan just basically has the grappler / ex-wrestler perk trait combination. Those combined. Gorf. Starts with either 0 or 1 in both fitness and strength, and a huge penalty is max morale. He's more of a joke than anything. If his morale gets too low, you enter in this event which just has an overwhelming... It's a siege for like 2 hours with an overwhelming amount of zombies. More of a joke than anything, but fun. Bloody parody of Garfield. Gore Fear. Let's see. Gordo, a parody from, was it Half-Life? I've never played Half-Life, but he has really good, I think, shooting, strength, and fitness, so pretty good. Let's see, wander down here. We have Kaiju. I think we counted the main campaign. Good stats, but only 1 inventory slot. Uncle Sam you can get in the 4th of July event. His stats aren't too impressive at first, but when he dies, he comes back as an eagle with max strength. So that's kind of funny. Wolf here is actually just 3 dogs in a suit. When they quote-unquote die, it's revealed that they're 3 dogs. You can get 3 characters at once, potentially. Witch here has good shooting, a unique, like, unbreakable broom attack, and I think she starts with a high medical. Let's see. This guy, who's definitely not Cloud Strife, Nebulous Ordeal. He starts with really low strength and fitness, but his unique weapon is a really good sword. It's also the only weapon he can use. He's locked to 1 inventory slot. So not that great of a character, honestly, but if you give him enough training, enough strength and fitness, he can become really great. I guess it's kind of playing like RPGs, well, Final Fantasy VII, but also just kind of RPGs in general, where like the main character starts out weak, but it grows over the course of the game. Cavemen you can encounter in certain special events. They'll be frozen in ice, and when you free them, they can either like give you advice and training or join their team. Has a large club. Roller Derby Girl, she has really high dexterity, so she's really fast. I think she has good fitness as well. The Knight, I can't remember if we can count him in our Let's Play or not. He'll come in once a ride, he'll join for 1 quest. He's really good, but then he just leaves after that. Giga God, we saw in the LP. Clearly obvious what he's a reference to. Count Dinkula, Count Dracula is actually in public domain, but I guess they just wanted to have their own spin on the character. He has his own unarmed, like, claw attack. When he takes damage, he'll transform into a bat for a few seconds, and during that time, he's immune to damage. Wizard, simultaneously both the best and worst thing that happened to one of the runs. Let's see. Then we got Cat Lady. She's really powerful. She summons like an army of cats to help. The problem is she's expensive in terms of like food. I think you guys to like pay 20 food to recruit her, and she'll just routinely like steal more food for her cats. So if it's kind of late into the run, Death Road to Canada, you have a lot of food to spare, she's probably worth it, but otherwise, you're probably going to run out of food except for those morale penalties or despair events. Some more characters here. You can get dogs, cats, pigs, all with their quirks. Nomi here, the mascot, I think, for the company. He only has 1 hit point, like a Berserk character, but he has really high speed, and when he attacks, there's a chance he summons, like, a temporary ally, like a rodent or something, to fight for a while. So, pretty funny character. This is the anime girl, kind of alluded to with the anime fan personality trait. So, she has a magic wand. It kind of acts as a gun without ammo. She can just fire it off repeatedly. When you have anime Chan in the party, her eyes just get bigger and bigger, more anime-like, so eventually her face starts melting, and eventually she just explodes, which can damage other characters as well. So you can only have her for like 3 days or so, like at best. But while you have her, she's good, but she's literally a ticking time bomb. Yeah, Bryu we encountered, but we had a full party and just kind of wasted 10 food to summon him, but clearly what he's parody of, obviously Rumble McSkirmish from Gravity Falls. Yes. Clown, just like Garfield's joke character. His morale gets low. You enter another like despair event. There's a siege with a lot of zombies. Let's see. This one, Brick, his name can vary a bit, like BR, like asterisk CK. He has a definitely odd not Geodude with him, but you've also definitely not Graveler. They're definitely not Golem. He's actually fairly new in the recent update. I've never actually seen him. I've just read about them a little bit. All right, I think that was mainly what I wanted to cover here. And last but not least, you see to the right here, we have experimental, use at own risk. So these are characters you might counter a few bugs and the like. Like, for example, Lynn here, what he normally does is he has a really good sword, and he'll offer sub to you for a lot of food. You can say no, you can buy it, or you can ask for a demonstration. He'll join you for one chapter fight using his sword, and then he'll give you one last chance to buy the sword or say no, and either way, he'll leave your party after that. So that's probably why he's in the, danger, bug zone, because he's not really meant to stay in the party. Got the Grim Reaper here. I'm not sure I've ever encountered the Grim Reaper in my, playthroughs, and all of them. These are, special cats and dogs. Oscar, Sambo, basically just, super pets, basically. See the Genie, the Toilet Genie. This one's extremely buggy because he wasn't ever even intended for combat. You got the Mountie and the Moose you see from the Final Siege maps. And last but certainly not least, all by his lonesome over here, we have the Mecha Mountie. This one is extremely buggy, and that was already labeled for the Toilet Genie, and this one has another note, is especially buggy, use at your own risk. However, he's definitely, by far and away the most powerful character. The one win I had in this mode, I recruited him, and he just obliterates everything. So if you play this mode, you really want to win once. Put up with some bugs, glitches here and there, but he's probably your best bet for just clearing this mode if you want to have a one-time win in it. All right, we're just going to exit out. We're not actually doing a run. All right, and with that, I think that's everything I want to talk about Death Road to Canada. This game came out in 2016. It's still got updates as far as recently as summer of 2024. So there might be new updates in the future. Maybe I'll have another bonus episode in the way. We might eventually try another run to Canada in one of the modes we've done or one we haven't done. As always, thank you so much for watching. And this is Enigmatic Mr. L signing out.